Today we're going to react to Biaheza's video, I tried day trading Forex with $50,000. I like this guy, I find him entertaining, he's cool, and I'm excited to see his video. I don't think I've actually seen this one. I've watched one or two of his videos. He did several about Forex at one point. But let's jump in and see what happens when he tries day trading Forex with 50 grand. Let's jump in.
I can't believe we're actually gonna do this, but in this video we're gonna try day trading with $50,000. I'm kind of nervous about this one, but let's just dive right into it.
By the way, you guys, you can find the original video in the description if you want to watch without my commentary, but should be interesting. To see what he gets into. I'm assuming he's kind of going into this blind, though I know he has a little bit of experience working in the stock market and stuff, and his channel is full of cool stuff. Check him out for sure. Okay, so let's jump in. Let's get to the point here. I know a lot of the audience here is already pretty familiar with Forex, so I don't want to stay too long on that. Let's see.
Real quick.
So he went with Forex.com. So he loaded up $50,000 into Forex.com. Good start, because I think if you're going to put $50,000 somewhere, you should definitely put it in a regulated broker, which Forex.com is regulated here in the U.S.
Section of the website, as you can see here, we got 5
funding activity. Okay, put it as $10,000.
But once again, so you can see that this is no bamboozle going on here. The Forex.com brokerage I'm using honestly has terrible spreads, a max leverage of I believe 1-50, so it kind of sucks to trade with them, but they are a regulated broker, so that's nice since I can kind of trust.
So you could tell, like, yeah, he's new to Forex, but he's no dummy. Like, those are good things to think through as you're getting started.
My money and not have them run off on me. I mean, there's just no way I was going to deposit that much into one of these sketchy, non-regulated Bitcoin only brokerages. So we're gonna.
This guy's like he could be my cousin. He sounds just like me. I appreciate that.
Day trade with this account over the next few days. I think the most we've done thus far on this channel before was day trading with 10K. So we didn't double, we didn't triple. We're straight diving deep and going for the ×5 on this one.
×5.
Will I be able to pay the quarterly taxes on my drop?
Also, from what I've seen Biaheza's videos, shout out to his editor. He is funny.
How come you told him but not me? Huh? How come you told him but not me?
Shipping business after this video? Great question. Subscribe to find out. No, I'm kidding. I'm not that irresponsible. I wouldn't do this if it put my financial situation and business lose money on day. Some solid cheese if this goes south, so I'm not going to you guys on Monday.
He jumps into it. He's
to lay on some business, but it absolutely /CHF pair. It's been taking.
Okay, so let's see. We're into a trade already. 300,000 units. That's three. Wow, that's okay. Okay, so 300,000 units.
Last couple of days,
sell
and
limit.
Recently showing signs of bouncing back.
Which chart is that?
So I went in with about a $9,000 position. Set the take.
Dollar Swiss. Okay, so he's stop type. Stop. Okay, he's selling
$730 in the green.
Dollar
Swiss.
And then
the stop loss at -500. So we'll definitely see how that plays out. But at this point, I'm going to do some prep work here, look for trade ideas, and then again, it's almost 6 p.m. So I'm going to try to fall asleep. I don't know if I'll be able to, but I'll try. So that way we can wake up at 2 or 3 a.m. ready to go, energized, and get it. Currently 3:04 a.m.
Is this guy going to try and trade the London session?
Let's get serious here. The first trade that we actually did earlier on Monday ended up closing and it hit the stop loss, so we lost around 612.
Okay, I'm going to move my camera so you guys can see. Whoops, wrong thing. Okay, so we're at 49,387. He took his first loss here.
On that one. I can't do this. But oh well, it is what it is. Let's see if we can get into some other trades here right now. So I ended up going into 3 different trades here, all based on the same concept of there supposedly being a reversal on the Australian dollar. I'm somehow still subscribed to the Fiverr guy signals from a couple videos ago. I'm not paying for them, but I guess I never got disconnected, and he sent out a couple signals about this reversal and it seemed legit. So I went in with a 5,000 buy position on the British Australia pair, a short position on the Australian Canadian pair with 3 grand, then actually back into the USD CHF pair with 5,000, and finally a 3,000 short position into the Australian New Zealand pair. So at this point I had around $20,000 throughout.
Okay, so he's got several trades open now. Aussie New Zealand, Aussie CAD, Pound Aussie, Dollar Swiss. That's a good bit of positions, and he's putting stop losses on his trade. This one has a $1,500 loss on it if it's wrong.
The trades, the reason why I didn't want to go in with more is if they went south, this brokerage can automatically close the trades if you don't have a balance in your account to support the margin. And boy, did they go south. Ended up losing 1,300 on the British pound Australian and lost.
So he's out there, and he's probably going to lose on the other Aussie pairs if the Aussie got
Lost 2,100
strong.
on the Australian-Canadian pair. Now on Wednesday, I went back into that pair and unfortunately lost another 1,500. So those signals really messed us up here. But
I'd be curious to hear more. Maybe I missed some of it. I'd be curious to hear like what strategy is he trying to implement, and also he's risking, what is that? That's 3%. So he's risking 3% on a trade, which, you know, we can debate how much you want to risk or what you think is reasonable. But for me, 3% is a lot to, like, you know, when you're first diving in, I might risk 3% if I have a trade that I'm very confident in and that I have, you know, it's possible, but it's rare, right? Usually I'm going to risk much, much smaller than that because, you know, you're going to have strings of losses no matter what strategy you implement. The markets are not always going to go in your favor, so you kind of have to deal with that. He's buying 500,000 units of AUD CAD, which is quite a big position.
On Thursday, we got that USD CHF pair closing at 700 in the red, and at least we ended it off on a good note with a 600 profit on the Australian New Zealand pair. So that really did not play out too well. We are left with 44K of the original 50, so that's like a 10% loss this week, which is unfortunate, but the good thing is I finally came to a conclusion on all this Forex day trading stuff. The big takeaway I got from this whole experiment, and hear me out on this one, I likely mentioned it before and got some backlash for it, but I'm gonna say it how I see it, and that's how this Forex day trading stuff is awfully similar to poker. People who gamble on poker professionally can often...
I'm going to go ahead and throw it out there. I actually very, very much agree with him. Poker and foreign exchange, or just trading in general, right? Doesn't matter markets. Sometimes people will try and debate like, oh, well, Forex is way less, you know, possible to trade than stocks or bonds or something else, right? Markets kind of all have, to a degree, levels of correlation. They're all like one big family. The same things that drive around the currency market tend to drive around the stock market. So, but the comparison to poker, very, very much true, right? When you're talking about financial markets, in general, there is a level of chance, there's probabilities, and there's no certainties that you're going to make money on a single trade, or in poker, a single hand.
Often make money, but a lot of it is out of your control. The better players will pay a lot of attention to the cards on the table.
Exactly right. What he's saying is that you can basically, in poker, right? It's not up to you. It's not up to you to decide the fate of this hand. The cards are going to fall the way the cards are going to fall. It's up to you to play the cards that you're dealt, and in trading, it's the exact same way.
Eliminating potential possible hands very quickly in their head, do a much better job of predicting what the other player's cards are by a process of elimination and reading people. So they do have an edge over a novice player, but ultimately there's a lot of chance to it, similar to Forex day trading based on price action or indicator type strategies. Experienced traders will often have better risk management and whatnot, giving them somewhat of an edge the way experienced poker players do, but at the end of the day, it's a gamble. No one knows where a currency price is headed in a few hours.
I will say this, like, this guy, this is why he's so popular on YouTube. Biaheza, I really, really respect. I mean, he's a young kid too. He's much younger than me. He has such a clear like thought process on this stuff. It's so cool to see, because like what he's saying is so exactly right. There's no certainties. Traders that have profitability, they also have really, really good risk management. And it's not just, you know, I know you hear that all the time from channels like mine or other people, but it really is so true. The edge oftentimes comes in risk management models that make sense, you know, properly position sizing on your trades, and having that ability to bounce back from losing streaks. That's what keeps winning traders in the game and separates them from the gamblers or the people who just bet big and lose a lot of money. Now, just to be contrarian to this video a little bit, I think he risked a lot per trade to experiment. I think, you know, on a 50K account, you could probably get away with trying to trade like $250 stop losses or $150 stop losses, like really, really small, especially when you're just dabbling and you're just getting into it. Obviously, he deposited his 50 grand with the purpose of making a video, making it exciting. So he wanted it to swing. But if I'm trading a 50K account, I'm trading a couple small positions at if I'm going to trade more than one at the same time, I'm going to risk very small on each one, especially what he did with the Aussie pairs. Here's the thing, I will say this. Think about this. Let's list them off on the screen in the edit if you guys don't mind on the back end. He traded pound Aussie, Aussie CAD, Aussie New Zealand at the same time. What's the common thread between these currency pairs? It's the AUD, right? And he basically made the same bet 3 times. So in one fellow sweep, he didn't take 4 super unique trade. Well, he took the dollar Swiss, which is a little bit uncorrelated to those. But for you guys who are currency traders, you know, if you trade pound Aussie, Aussie New Zealand, and Aussie CAD, they're going to likely be moving the same way because of that common threaded AUD correlation between the 3. And the reason I say that is he didn't really just risk 3% on each trade, on 3 independent unique entries. It was really like 3% and however much each one. He just made one giant bet on the AUD, right? The Aussie dollar. If the Aussie dollar had strengthened like it did, he would lose a lot of money. And if it weakened a lot, he would have made a lot of money and might have had a completely different result. So just something to think about, right? Professional traders, they know not only do you have to manage your risk small, you have to also make uncorrelated bets, similar to how poker players, blackjack players, all the pro card players do as well.
Hours.
Okay, if you're Warren Buffett or if you're Jimmy Buffett, nobody knows.
And just like with gambling, I've noticed small wins with Forex trading kind of outweigh the negative feeling of huge losses. So you can lose a bunch of money, then have a small profit, and that's gonna keep you going, which is exactly how casinos work. Those, what are they called? Those slot machines. Those obviously will make you lose money long term, but the casinos will throw in small wins, throw the player a bone to keep people interested and coming back. And that's kind of been my experience with Forex trading.
I'll say this, I think just one place I deviate from here is that's not going to be unique to Forex. That's going to be all markets, right? New traders, whether trading futures, stocks, Forex, oftentimes what does keep them coming back is they have a bit of lucky charms, and then they're back to losing overall. And that's again where risk management, having a proper strategy and all that sort of stuff comes into play. It doesn't matter which financial market you're playing, whatever your playground is, they all generally are a similar playground.
None of the Forex videos I've seen talk about having a bulletproof strategy. I've implemented some of them and you can make some money, lose more, but feel good because psychologically those wins release a lot of dopamine, which I think kind of overshadows your logical thinking. Also, the same way the house always wins in casinos, so does the brokerage in Forex through spreads and commission fees, which is kind of unrelated to my point, but also fits nicely into this gambling narrative.
Nice.
Now, I'm not...
Good comparison there too. You do have to think about this when you're picking a broker. Commissions and spreads are huge, right? Like if you're going to be trading with a broker over many trades or years, you're going to be spending a lot of money with them. You need to make sure you have a good pick. And if you would like to try and check out the links down below in the description, you can check out some of the brokers there. The one that I use down there is, it's going to have costs and things associated. I will say one thing. This is a bit of an advanced tactic for Forex traders. If you look up the carry trade, I'm able to offset my broker's spreads and commissions and actually make profit over time through the carry trade. Now, of course, the broker's still making money, but the carry trade, if you're not familiar with it, we have a video. I'll pop it up in the top right hand of the screen if you'd like to watch that. It's a strategy in which you can actually collect positive interest over time by trading Forex. And it's similar to like commissions and stocks. Sorry, not commissions. Dividends and stocks. You're able to offset some of the trading costs. And one last thing, just to counter, I can assume maybe he'll say like, well, with WeBull and Robinhood and stock market brokerages, they have zero cost commissions. But I will just say this, they do build in their cost into their spreads. So yes, you don't see a charge on your account, but their fill price on your orders is going to be a little less optimal. So again, there is costs associated to all trading, regardless of whether it's Forex or stocks.
I'm not saying that Forex is impossible to be profitable with, but I would personally treat day trading it as becoming a poker player. Is it a viable career path?
No.
I guess it could be for some people, a very small percentage of people, but after all this testing, it's not something that I personally could ever recommend.
I will actually agree with that part. It is so unlikely that somebody who wants to get into this stuff and be profitable very quickly, like, will ever become a consistently long-term profitable trader. It's so much work. Knowing what I know now, I would not recommend it to very many people at all. In fact, it's something where it's a campaign, like a long-term campaign to become profitable. So much harder than it seems on paper to become profitable. And very few people will ever make it. As you can see here, very few traders are actually profitable net of fees. And on top of that, the ones that do, in my case, I'll be transparent about myself, like, I've made money in trading Forex, but the caveat is it's not tremendous wealth. I'm not here making, you know, millions of dollars from Forex. I've found a way to make consistent small profits over time and build that into bigger accounts over long periods of time. But again, it's very much dependent on risking small, having an approach that works long term, and not expecting to make 10% a week, but rather try and just keep your profits slowly growing over the long term. And it is, like I said, it's very much like poker. You can have an edge, you can be profitable, but it's not going to net you massive gains all the time.
If someone said, yo, I'm running low on cheese, I don't have a lot of money to work with, but I want to start making money online, there's just absolutely no way I could say day trading Forex is a...
Definitely not. Day trading anything you should not do if you're trying to make money quickly. I really truly think, like, day trading, it's weird because day trading, you think like, okay, I can get in, get this bread and get out, right? The difference is it's actually the exact opposite. Like, day trading is just like investing in my personal view. Like, it's not something where I'm gonna like load up at the broker, make a couple grand this week, pull it out and go celebrate. So opposite. For me, day trading is like, okay, I'm gonna throw this money into, I don't really day trade, but swing trading, like still short-term trading. I'm throwing money into a broker with the attempt of, I'm gonna trade this thing for years and years and work with this account. And basically, day trading, to me, I still just treat it like investing. It's a long-term goal. It's not a short-term sort of way to make a bunch of money. All right, guys, let me know what you think about Biaheza's video on day trading Forex. I thought it was really entertaining. I appreciate that he actually loaded real funds to make this video. It definitely made it more genuine, more fun. And I will say, I think we agree on a good bit. And the stuff that we disagree on, I think is probably worth talking more about. I think, like, just that idea of, you know, it doesn't matter which market that you're trading. It's really going to be sort of the same ball field when it comes to, you know, stocks, crypto, Forex. You can make a lot of money and you can lose a lot of money in all of these things. And in all of them, the people who are actually consistently profitable or making any money are doing so by risking very small. They have a small, slight edge in the markets that they employ over many trades, many weeks, many months, many years, and they treat it like investments. I think that point that he made, like, if I had a friend asking, should I trade Forex to get my money up? Absolutely, 110% no. It is not going to be that for you. It is probably going to weaken your bank account more than make you money in the short term, if you're just getting into it for the first time. Thank you guys for watching. Let me know what you thought down below. Comment, subscribe, all the YouTube things. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Looks like it's time for your next trading video. Check out the videos here and here for more free trading content that should help you in your trading journey. We try and keep it real here, so make sure to subscribe for more content that is down to earth, realistic Forex trading content. See you in the next video.